Leonardo di Serpiero da Vinci, b. April 15, 1452 to May 2, 1519, was an Italian polymath of the High Renaissance who was active as a painter, draftsman, engineer, scientist, theorist, sculptor, and architect. 3. While his fame initially rested on his achievements as a painter, he also became known for his notebooks,
in which he made drawings and notes on a variety of subjects, including anatomy, astronomy, botany, cartography, painting, and paleontology. Leonardo is widely regarded to have been a genius who epitomized the Renaissance humanist ideal. 4. And his collective works comprise a contribution to later generations of artists matched only by that of his younger contemporary, Michelangelo. Born out of wedlock to a successful notary and a lower-class woman in, or near, Vinci, he was educated in Florence by the Italian painter and sculptor Andrea del Verrocchio. He began his career in the city, but then spent much time in the service of Ludovico Sforza in Milan. Later, he worked in Florence and Milan again, as well as briefly in Rome, all while attracting a large following of imitators and students. Upon the invitation of Francis I, he spent his last 3 years in France, where he died in 1519. Since his death, there has not been a time where his achievements, diverse interests, personal life, and empirical thinking have failed to incite interest and admiration. 3. 4. Making him a frequent namesake and subject in culture. Leonardo is identified as one of the greatest painters in the history of art and is often credited as the founder of the High Renaissance. 3. Despite having many lost works and less than 25 attributed major works, including numerous unfinished works, he created some of the most influential paintings in Western art. 3. His magnum opus, the Mona Lisa, is his best-known work and often regarded as the world's most famous painting. The Last Supper is the most reproduced religious painting of all time, and his Vitruvian Man drawing is also regarded as a cultural icon. In 2017, Solvitor Mundi attributed in whole or part to Leonardo. 5. Was sold at auction for $450.3 million, setting a new record for the most expensive painting ever sold at public auction. Revered for his technological ingenuity, he conceptualized flying machines, a type of armored fighting vehicle, concentrated solar power, a ratio machine that could be used in an adding machine, 6, 7, and the double hull. Relatively few of his designs were constructed or even feasible during his lifetime, as the modern scientific approaches to metallurgy and engineering were only in their infancy during the Renaissance. Some of his smaller inventions, however, entered the world of manufacturing unheralded, such as an automated bobbin winder and a machine for testing the tensile strength of wire. He made substantial discoveries in anatomy, civil engineering, hydrodynamics, geology, optics, and tribology, but he did not publish his findings, and they had little to no direct influence on subsequent science. 8. Despite the thousands of pages Leonardo left in notebooks and manuscripts, he scarcely made reference to his personal life. 2. Within Leonardo's lifetime, his extraordinary powers of invention, his great physical beauty, and infinite grace, as described by Vasari, 5, as well as all other aspects of his life, attracted the curiosity of others. One such aspect was his love for animals, likely including vegetarianism, and according to Vasari, a habit of purchasing caged birds and releasing them. 99.6. Leonardo had many friends who are now notable either in their fields or for their historical significance, including mathematician Luca Pacioli, 100, with whom he collaborated on the book Divina Proportion in the 1490s. Leonardo appears to have had no close relationships with women except for his friendship with Cecilia Gallerani and the two Este sisters, Beatrice and Isabella. 101. While on a journey that took him through Mantua, he drew a portrait of Isabella that appears to have been used to create a painted portrait, now lost. 37. Beyond friendship, Leonardo kept his private life secret. His sexuality has been the subject of satire, analysis, and speculation. This trend began in the mid-16th century and was revived in the 19th and 20th centuries, most notably by Sigmund Freud in his Leonardo da Vinci, A Memory of His Childhood. 102. Leonardo's most intimate relationships were perhaps with his pupils Salai and Melzi. Melzi, writing to inform Leonardo's brothers of his death, described Leonardo's feelings for his pupils as both loving and passionate. It has been claimed since the 16th century that these relationships were of a sexual or erotic nature. Court records of 1476, when he was aged 24, show that Leonardo and 3 other young men were charged with sodomy in an incident involving a well-known male prostitute. The charges were dismissed for lack of evidence, and there is speculation that since one of the accused, Leonardo da Tornabuoni, was related to Lorenzo de' Medici, the family exerted its influence to secure the dismissal. 103. Since that date much has been written about his presumed homosexuality. 104. And its role in his art, particularly in the androgyny and eroticism manifested in St. John the Baptist and Bacchus, and more explicitly in a number of erotic drawings. 105. 98.